Something about it just screams period, menstruation,
That's an insane way
femininity.
to start the live. Yeah, no, Scarlet
Oh,
could
you
be your
think
color.
it? Super cold open.
Scarlet could definitely be your color if you'd allow it to be.
It's
And
Scarlet.
we're taking applications. You want to join the bandwagon before
You're taking applications for the period?
No, for the bandwagon on what?
Scarlet is the color of menstruation.
No, you can join up with the Buckeyes if you want. Before we make it to the Natty.
You.
Okay.
That's not a thing.
Oh, by the way, totally told you that Wisconsin could potentially upset them. It was close. It was close.
Oof. By the way, totally told you not to play with your food in Northwestern. Took you about 2.5 quarters to get there.
That was, that's how we start. You know what I'm saying? We're slow starters, and then we end up whooping ass by the end of the game. Anyway, let's see. Breck Warren, we still got to fight, bro. We're gonna fight.
That's crazy.
Blew up my whole shit with the title card on W's and L's. If Jeff Teague doesn't get his dub this week, I'm on a back of the bus embargo.
What did Jeff Teague do?
Absolutely nothing. He just doesn't want you to give him another L this week, I'm assuming.
To hell with Jeff Teague.
Yikes.
Jeff Teague fans are not welcome. How about that?
Damn. Okay.
Sayonara.
He played for a lot of teams.
Yeah. That usually happens when you're a journeyman.
I enjoyed the Steven Jackson game winner story.
What was the
yet another story where Jeff Teague comes out on the losing end by talking shit.
No. But that's the theme, though. Like, has nobody caught on? Like, the entire theme of his stories on his podcast are just like a reel of losses. Like, yeah, man, the old retired T-Mac kicked me down to the end of the bench, and who else? Chris Paul made fun of me for wanting a pair of his shoes, and it's just like, well, damn, man, you was getting sunned a lot. I guess that's good content, if he was a comedian, but like,
no, he's definitely not a comedian.
Not a comedian. This is all just stuff that's happening to him. What's going on, Mo Fly? Arcane season 2, Act 2, still.
No, you played on the podcast. I'm gonna let y'all get to it because we won a championship with the Spurs. And you did your thing. Podcast was fun, when you a rookie, you don't play. Well, I didn't play, so I'm talking shit at the end of the game. I just yelled shit out. I can't remember who the point guard of your team was. I think it might have been Raymond Felton. It was Ray Felton. He went to the basketball time. I was like, hell no. And he looked at the end of the bench. He went, shut your ass up. So I'm laughing because now I got him pissed off. Like, I'm getting under your skin. I can't play like that either. Shut your ass up. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep talking. He comes to the sideline. I say something else. Like, that shit off. He with us, talking shit. But they start ignoring me and shit. So now I'm standing up, doing all the antics. I ain't playing, so I'm trying to entertain myself, really. So it gets to the last shot of the game, right?
One of the best storytellers.
This nigga, so he got the raw on the wing by our bench. Yeah. So I'm like, Mo, it's Mo Evans. I'm like, Mo, lock that shit up, man. He gets nothing. He gets nothing. One dribble, game, right? Hit the game winner. I think he ran on the stands.
I jumped on the stands.
Yeah, he ran on the stands. I'm like, oh shit, he about to come for me. Like, I ran to the back of the locker room. I was like, I ain't about to watch this shit. I come back out. Mo was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, I ain't gonna say that though.
That was my only game winner in my career.
Only game winner in my career.
Fam.
Because you talk
shit. But that is the quintessential Jeff Teague take. That is it right there.
Terrible. He's no comedian. JT is the main character of the league.
No. Hell no. Absolutely not. My favorite is Kevin Garnett. Again, it's a mixture of players in their prime, but the best ones come from like the old season vets. You know what I mean? Like an old bristly Kevin Garnett making his second round trip back to Minnesota. And Derrick Rose happened to be there, and Kevin Garnett just getting irritated one time in a meeting, being like, "Hey, yo, when this nigga gonna give his spot up to D Rose, man? When this nigga gonna give his spot up?"
Terrible.
Like some of this stuff I probably keep to myself, but shout out to Jeff Teague.
Something.
Shout out to Jeff Teague.
Could the Bears really beat the Packers? We don't know because we don't watch the NFL, unfortunately. Plus, it's the Bears, so they suck. Also, don't be pointing stuff out, Breck Warren. Stop it.
What's that?
The title card.
Oh yeah.
Arcane season 2, Act 2, still not healed from Ayesa and Vander. I did not see.
What's that? What are we talking about?
Arcane season 2, Act 2.
Oh yeah. No, hey man, listen. Arcane is doing crazy numbers on Netflix. I don't know what the stream numbers are, but it's great. It's going very well.
Budget is
very well.
All right. Well, at that note, you want to start with Behind the Cape?
Absolutely.
Before we do W's and L's, where you start off?
What now? Before I start off with W's and L's? I don't think that's how that works. I think Johnny was with us last week.
So he was, but I started.
No, but it threw off the order because Johnny was here. I think that only happened because Johnny was here.
That's not how that works at all.
So now that it's just us, it resets. We'll start over again.
With you.
You'll go first.
No, you'll go first.
From that point on, we'll start trading off.
You have your W's and L's ready?
I don't think that's the point. The point is that
it is the point because I don't have mine ready.
That's not the point. The point is the order restarts, and when the order restarts, you go first. You know what? We work this out on Doves and L's. We on back behind the cape right now. Anyway.
Yikes. Anyway, behind the cape. Got a lot of stuff to talk about with Denzel this week. Just a lot of news going on with Denzel.
There's a lot of Denzel news
that I found out today, and I'm utterly shocked by. But what do you want to start off with? Do you want to start off with Denzel versus King Charles? Do you want to start off with his last movies before retirement? Do you want to start off with The Scene?
Yes.
Yes. All right, man. The power that Denzel has to tell a king basically to fuck all the way off.
First of all, Charles should be fucking off anyways. Like even besides the Denzel, the gall, the ego to think you still we're still wiener swinging over here. Fam, there have been several documentaries out about your man on Pleasure Island over there. Like, fam, don't you want to be not seen? Don't you want to go on somewhere and just be quiet and
he wants to be seen by
go
Denzel.
away? Isn't there somebody out of the royal family that's missing too? Or not missing, but hasn't been seen or some shit like that? Is his wife?
Is it his wife?
Somebody.
Or I don't know. Harry and Meghan Markle.
No, they cool. They live in their Hollywood life, cool. But it's somebody over there that they were talking about that just hadn't been seen in a while. I don't know. But in any case, yes, Denzel told Prince Harry to promptly wait, to sit his ass in that room wherever he was at and wait for me to get there, as they were trying to usher him along the red carpet of the Gladiator 2 premiere.
Yeah, I guess security told Denzel to go ahead inside and meet King Charles. And Denzel said, I make my own rules. And then he continued to talk to his fans.
I get there when I get there.
Legend status. Well, he already had legend status, but that
I don't even think it was so much of I'm Denzel, it is what it is. He gonna wait for me. I think it was nigga, I'm old. Not about to rush me down this not about to rush me down this red carpet. What is wrong with you?
Facts.
Relax, family.
I mean,
I'll get there when I get there. Where he going?
I make my own rules.
He going to see another show? No, he coming to see me. He gonna see my movie. And it ain't gonna start until I sit down. So just relax.
Facts. That's baller. That's just baller. I'm at the back of the bus with Steve Harvey wig. That is a nasty wig. Relax. That is a nasty wig. I see where we're starting. I don't like it. Okay. Okay. And then I guess he made a list of his last movies, which I will go ahead and pull up. But then he's getting the fuck out of here. One of those includes Black Panther 3, apparently, which came out of absolutely left field. Any thoughts on his list of movies that he's going to do before he retires?
Let me know when you get it up. I don't remember them all off the top of my head.
Well, as far as Black Panther 3?
Yeah, the Black Panther 3 one, though, is I think was a response to what was going on last Monday on the 11th with the anniversary of Wakanda Forever with Rika T'Challa trending again. People kind of seeing that energy popping back up on a day where they thought they were going to be able to reintroduce or talk about one of their projects that they were proud of, try to reintroduce it into the conversation. Largely was overshadowed by the memory of Chadwick Boseman and the wanting to recast the character.
Yep.
So with that being the case, if you examine it any further than that, I don't think there's really anything here that should get people excited. You look at the kind of track record that Marvel has. Not only Ryan Coogler, of course, he has his issues with the kind of black actors he's had at his disposal and what he's chosen to do with them. But Marvel in general doesn't really respect that class of actors. You can look from Lawrence Fishburne to Angela Bassett to Antoine Canty to Sterling K. Brown to they're cannon fodder. Well, I know I've said that before, but they are absolutely cannon fodder, and it's not they're not always deaths that impact the greater MCU. They're usually just motivation deaths for whoever the protagonist is at that point. And if they don't have the displeasure of being killed off, then they're usually sidelined or pushed to the background, like your Rhodey's and your Sam Wilsons, until they get their day in the sun. So I don't have a lot of confidence in whatever the role may be. I've seen a lot of things floated: Azuri, Bashanga, a lot of possibilities. Even things like Blue Marvel. I don't see them introducing Denzel as any character that's going to last, because again, we talking about a 70-plus-year-old man, and he talked about in the same interview, I can act, but can you actually act? I can do it, but can you actually do it? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be your stunt guy? Right. Yeah. And so he's not signing up to play a character. He's going to have to come back for Secret Wars and come back post Secret Wars and come back in Fantastic Four. And so you start talking about what he could, a multiversal T'Challa or a Blue Marvel. I don't want that, because then that character, excuse me, I shouldn't say die, but goes out of the MCU when Denzel does, which is going to be promptly after Black Panther, in my estimation. So I think the most likely of the theories that I've seen is villain, right? That's probably the alley that we're going down,
especially since they love killing villains off fairly quickly.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a laundry list of them to do to go through, so we'll see where it ends up at. But make no mistake, man, this is a filler. This is a distraction of sorts. It is trying to move you away from what it is you want out of that product, and kind of making you be docile around it. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's enough. I think Denzel as some offshoot villain, the same way they did Giancarlo Esposito in Brave New World, is what they'll do with Denzel in his late age, and it'll have that same kind of impact, a little bit more than probably Giancarlo Esposito. People will come out to see Black Panther with Denzel Washington, but in terms of what the character does for the greater MCU, it won't have that great of an impact, I don't believe. So
makes sense. Okay, so we have the list here, which includes Spike Lee's High and Low, Antoine Fuqua's Hannibal, an untitled Steve McQueen project, which we'll talk about in a second, obviously Black Panther 3, and then an Othello adaptation.
Yeah, so Spike Lee's High and Low. Interested? Don't know what that is.
I have a slight synopsis here if you want to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, go.
High and Low is an upcoming, is Wikipedia, by the way, upcoming American crime thriller film. Let's see. It is an English language remake of the 1963 Japanese film High and Low, loosely based on the novel King's Ransom. Let's see. Nope, there isn't any more than that. But it supposedly has Jeffrey Wright, ASAP Rocky, and Ice Spice.
Oh no, no.
Yeah. So it's got some people in it.
Fam, what? Okay. Well, maybe that's just a maybe those are just like quick cameos. How
Let's
the fuck
hope.
did Ice Spice get a role in a Spike Lee movie? You just giving them bitches out to the highest bidder, huh, Spike? Like, what is that? What is that? Let alone ASAP Rocky. Like, man, at least ASAP Rocky's a little bit more visible. You can play himself in a
And
Spike
he's
Lee
also
movie.
been in other movies. So like Ice Spice just kind of seemed like
What
a
has
flavor of
ASAP
the
Rocky
month.
been in?
He was in that movie Dope. And he was in something else.
Oh yeah, he wasn't dope. I forgot about that. With Shamar Moore.
Okay, here's more of a synopsis. It follows the story of a board member for a Japanese company who is forced to make a decision between using a vast amount of wealth to gain executive control and helping his employees by lending him the money to free his child from kidnappers. So that's, I guess,
this is a very convoluted storyline. I'm coming a little disinterested here. The names in the cast, the names that are listed in the cast so far are like Denzel, obviously, yes, boom. But like flanked by ASAP Rocky and Ice Spice. What is this? What are we doing? And then the synopsis is very confusing. So he's on the board of a Japanese. Is Denzel on the board of a Japanese company, and then his child gets? What are they? He got beef with the Yakuza.
I don't think in the real movie he will. I think it'll probably be some black gang, probably, considering this is an adaptation of the Japanese film.
Right, but you just said that. That was
that was the synopsis of the Japanese film.
Got it. Hi, what's going on?
That'd be crazy if Denzel had beef with the Yakuza. That'd be insane.
I was like, what? Okay, all right, I got you. Okay, got it.
Spice gave Spike Lee a lap dance to get that role. Ew.
But she did something. Man, that Taylor Swift effect, boy. First of all, you're dropping 30 pounds, and then you pick up a couple movie roles.
And then to answer your other question, A$AP Rocky was in Dope, and then any other movie role he's been in, he's played himself. Which there's multiple, but he's only been himself. So
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. At least he can play himself in whatever movie this is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes. So yeah, that is high and low. Let's see. Antoine Fuqua's Hannibal is obviously about the Carthaginian general. It looks like there's a little bit of controversy in Tunisia about that, I guess. I don't know. That's the article that I clicked on. But yeah, it's about somebody. So there's obviously a somewhat of a biopic or adaptation.
I want to see the Hannibal movie for sure. That's probably the one I'm keeping my eye on the most anticipated, I guess.
Well, we don't know anything about the Steve McQueen project yet.
So. I have no clue what the Steve McQueen project is. Steve McQueen, by the way, had a prostate cancer diagnosis a couple years ago that he beat, according to I think it was Deadline that reported that. And so now he's back healthy. It's going to be one of his first projects that he's going to be back since he's been in remission.
Yes, absolutely. So, obviously good things for him now that he's getting better and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. We don't know what this new project's going to be with Denzel, but I'm assuming it could be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, until we know what we can't really speak on it right now, obviously, but Steve McQueen, Denzel, one of his last hurrahs. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. We got a $5 super chat. Fatal J. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Denzel be killed off Black Panther 3 like other iconic actors like Forrest Whitaker, Angela Bassett. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there's one thing I've had a Marvel track record of being, either or pushed to the back. It's another thing to be specifically under the penship of a writer who specifically put you in that place. Oh, we'll create, a brand new brother out of nowhere for Black Panther, and then we'll kill him off and have his brother do it. And then we'll have, we'll have Zuri go, obviously he has to go. And then the Queen Mother has to go. And then we've already had the built-in death of T'Challa's father, T'Chaka. So, that was already right up my alley. That's probably what, what connected me to the story. It's just, how do you, if I'm looking at it in Denzel, that's why I give a little bit of credence to the the most pipe dream theory of it all is that he's doing this in anticipation and try to open up the door for his son to be T'Challa's, the new T'Challa, Chadwick's replacement. But that puts a lot of faith in the Marvel brass and Ryan Coogler and everybody to kind of be on the same page with that. So, but I'm just looking at it from his perspective. Denzel is a very socially conservative dude, contrary to popular belief. He's one of those old school, get the fathers back in the home to fix the black community type of dudes. So to see him look at what the current synopsis of Black Panther is, where they're currently going, taking it away from a main character, he absolutely understands Hollywood math. He understands the calculus. He understands that if this is the only black franchise that has to be held up by everybody, by an entire nation, by a setting, right, a bunch of supporting characters, while all the other franchises are headlined by titular characters, then it's like, well, what are we really doing here? I don't think I don't think that's lost on him. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. But I don't have a lot of faith in it, just like Fatal J says. Appreciate the super shot, bro.
It didn't even dawn on me the fact that he could be doing this for John David Washington to be.
T'Challa.
So then would he play T'Chaka?
I would take Antoine Fuqua for Black Panther. Would you say?
So then would he play T'Chaka? In a variant of T'Chaka, I guess, and then
who
John
Denzel
David would be a variant.
Oh yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know who the character is going to be.
Right.
If he's not going to be a villain, then I would say one of the former Black Panthers.
A variant T'Chaka makes sense considering, again, like you said, he's 70 and therefore probably wouldn't be doing this for very long.
So then we get another T'Chaka, and I mean, shit, it ain't like we got either one of them in this universe, right? We didn't, and who's gonna have a problem with it? Because Queen Mother's gone, Shuri's in mourning. She'll take anything she can get.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm not
just gonna replace him with Denzel and his son. Is crazy. That's nuts.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, just replacing the royal family with the Washingtons. All of that. Oh, my heart. I can't see anybody else in that place but Chadwick. Here come the Washingtons. Oh, this is exactly how it was supposed to be. Watch the turn of bout.
What casual is going to say no?
No. I'm not talking about the fans. I am talking about the cast and crew. Watch the about face.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy. Face. That's crazy.
They gonna be like, oh my god, no, I couldn't imagine anyone else in that suit. Denzel and his son walk up in there as T'Chaka and T'Challa. They're gonna be like, "Oh man, we shouldn't have even took this long. It should have always been this way."
It was such a delight working with Denzel and John David.
Yeah. I mean, it is a way to kind of kill two birds with one stone. But at the same time, if they were going to do this, maybe take the last film as the opportunity to do this to try to distract people with a big name. I think the nostalgia, or not the nostalgia, the grief, I should say, of Chadwick Boseman's death, to a lot of casual fans will have waned to the point where they're going to be expecting something that's not heavily tied to that. They're going to be expecting a project that moves a step beyond just being sad about Chadwick Boseman. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of depends on how much faith you have in the story and where it's going currently.
Well, it's Marvel, so not that much faith. Just saying. If it wasn't for me, y'all would be playing basketball on the outskirts of Wakanda. Is crazy.
Basically. You be hooping in the Border Tribe.
All right.
Don't chuck those spears at me.
MoFly is saying that John David's too small to play him.
Yeah, wouldn't be my first or second pick, to be honest. But
is he on?
If he's in there, then I'm down. You know what I'm saying? If he got the job, I'll take it.
I know we mentioned him, but I don't know if he's on our short list.
Who's that?
Elon Noel is definitely on our list.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't remember. Anyway, okay. So then the last Denzel related news that I have here, God damn it, is Denzel apparently with Gladiator 2 had a scene where he was supposed to be kissing a man. Not sure who asked for that. Not sure why. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was written before they gave
I had
Denzel the role because nobody
I
wants to
saw
see
the
Denzel
actual
again.
interview. So like what was said, well, he brought it up to him and he was like, well, the dude, the character that he's playing would have sex with anybody or anything. And then the reporter makes a weird joke about bestiality that kind of went off the rails. But
Yeah,
uh,
I saw that.
then he was like, you know, it back in that day or back in that time, it wasn't considered anything like otherized. Like that was a normal occurrence in ancient Rome. So the idea that that was going on, it wouldn't have been so much of an ostracization. Is that a word? An ostracizing factor, an otherizing.
Something to get ostracized
Yeah,
for.
something to be ostracized for. Like it wasn't such an outlier. Wasn't so taboo. That's a better
Yeah.
word. That's easier to say.
There you go.
Yep. Wasn't so taboo. So then like he kind of stumbled through it a little bit in his explanation. He was like, that crowd wouldn't have been so like out there or you know, have so much attention paid to it back then because it was so normal. So that's the angle he was going with. The quote that was floating around was crazy. Oh, there was a gay scene in Gladiator 2. Denzel says they were chicken shit. Like that without any context, all of that sounds nuts. Like sounds like he wanted the gay scene, sounds like he pitched it and he was mad that they cut it out.
It's right here. It says, I kissed a man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken. I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet. Denzel, nobody's ready for that.
Completely like that. Even that full quote there is not enough context to what it is going on here. It just wasn't enough. It sounds like he was out there advocating for the in which, you know, he did the work. He shot it. You made me do it. You better show it. I guess to that point. But it wasn't so much like, I don't know. The early quotes made it feel like that's what he was trying to get into the movie. Like, no, man, they were trying to fit the setting of the time. They wrote it. They made me do it. And then they cut it.
I think that speaks to how much pride he has in his skills as an actor, that he wanted to be like, I'm so good at acting that I'm going to kiss this guy and you're still going to be like, oh, Denzel's a great actor. Not realizing that we all love Denzel for being a black manly man. Like, don't kiss other men. Let's not do that.
Not let Denzel kiss. Take a walk.
Let Denzel kiss is crazy. That's something that Marte would say, though. All right. What else we got today? Okay, so we already talked about Steve McQueen. Oh, gosh. I guess I'm going to have to find this tweet now. Zachary Levi is still tripping, apparently. I wonder if he deleted this tweet, by the way. I wonder if he stood by this shit. I don't think Zach Levi doesn't strike me as a person who would stand by something that he would say like this. I'm not seeing it on here. He must have got rid of it. Yep, he's a punk. It's nowhere on here. What a loser.
He deleted it already?
I'm not seeing it on here. Maybe it was. Oh, he's tweeted this much since then. Jesus Christ. He doesn't have a job. That's what this is. Okay. He's talking about Tulsi Gabbard.
Nobody stands for Shazam appearances these days.
Dude, he doesn't have a job. I'm convinced. You're not retweeting and tweeting this much. And it's all just a bunch of dumb shit. It was earlier.
This is his woke definition, right?
Yeah, let me just if you want, I'll just read it because I have a screenshot of it. But it was just it was ridiculously long too. I guess he's paying for Twitter. To me, woke is indicative of any ideology that sacrifices logic, reason, rational thought, wisdom, knowledge, history, and facts on the altar of socio-political agendas. First of all, to me, woke is this. Woke has a very defined definition.
Go away. I'm going to start telling people what white means. We're going to come up with an acronym for white, and that is what it means from now on, from here until forever. I'm gonna also tell people that when you put marshmallows on top of food, it's a secret code, and I'm only gonna tell non-white people what the secret code is.
Yo.
Okay. Yep. Because I form your language and you form mine, and that's just how we're going about it, right? Like you just get to tell me what the words that we create, the things that we make up, mean. Go sit down somewhere, man.
And then it's just like
woke to me means like you said, when you start off that way, you already know you on the wrong page.
You're trying to redefine words for what makes you feel better. That's not how this works here. Oh no. Okay, here it is. I guess I can show it. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but I guess if you guys want to read it for a second while we go on to
it was longer than that? Oh, fuck no, not 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was so much longer. So
stop it.
Thank you for your contribution, Zachary. Zachary Levi career is falling off like Skinny Ice Spice. That's a fact.
It's a super fall off. She like
the fact that I had to search this tweet because I couldn't scroll to it, and it lets you know how many tweets he has on his Twitter profile. That lets you know he's not working. Just throwing that out there. All right. Apparently, Eric Kripke is worried about The Boys becoming the same thing that they're satirizing on The Boys. Any thoughts on that at all?
He has a problem with them being what now?
He thinks that eventually they're going to become the same thing that they're making a satire of on The Boys. When it's like, bro, you simply can just not do that. You're the writer and director of it.
I guess I don't know what he means by that. Like, because this season was the closest thing to like what I would consider like the most baseline pop culture type of takes in terms of what they gave us this season in season 4 of The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much so standard shock value. Let's play into whatever the current narrative is in the American political system. We'll have some standard gender war stuff in there. Just whatever is perusing about on Twitter. And it felt like it vomited all across this season. So like, what is it that you're afraid of doing? Because if this season didn't, like, I was gonna say, if like what we got from this season didn't push you towards that or make you think that, get Zachary Levi's words off the screen, bro. Yeah.
Hey, also, I literally just realized when you said that, look at my boy Kazuko. Right under the tweet. Here, let me help you out. Nice.
Oh, shit. That's dope. That is dope. I appreciate that. Shout out to Kazuko Slevin.
Facts. All right, let me get this off of here so I can post this one. All right. Eric Kripke says, I live in absolute terror of The Boys becoming the thing we've been satirizing for 5 years. The thing about The Boys is it's punk rock and it hurts extra hard.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He's a punk rock guy. Yeah, he need to let that shit go, bro. Let that shit go. It's very punk rock. Maybe that is what's like pushing you into doing all of this weird butthole nonsense in like multiple seasons of your show. Like the jackassness of the show. Maybe that's what he's talking about. He doesn't want to get away from that. Fam, we are going into season 5 of this show. If that's what you feel like is important to keep this thing going and make it a successful landing, y'all, we may be in for another Game of Thrones season 8.
Potentially.
Because I felt like them leaning into that too much in season 4 was absolutely the issue. Was them trying to do more to get you to like throw up or look away from the screen than actually telling a coherent story. So like, if you're feeling like you need to lean into that more, as opposed to rounding this story off in a way that makes sense, and that is you still culturally relevant, I don't know what he's talking about. Being punk rock. What is this? Fight Club? Dog, it's 2024. Yeah. Who's doing punk rock?
Eric Kripke.
Grow up. Finish the show.
For what it's worth, perp. Oh shit, let me click on the thing. I use dark mode. I don't know if you can see that. I use dark mode Twitter. It's just on the computer. So it's a little different, I guess. Anyway, not that mattered at all. All right.
Oh, mind his business. You use your own Twitter.
Perp. I don't know. I do like dark mode. I prefer dark mode as well. Just wanted to let him know that, I guess. What up, Perp? Anyway, all right. Friday Night Lights reboot. You here for it?
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
The accent was crazy.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Not only is he going to be the coach of the Permian Panthers, but he's also going to be Guy Gardner in the Lantern series. So it's going to be absolutely terrific.
Well, I don't know if he's doing both. I think he's going to be doing Lanterns. Because from what I hear,
doing both. We'll be doing both. Why would he be doing
going
both?
to be the same universe, but in the future, I think, is what I saw.
What are we talking about? For Friday Night Lights? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be doing both.
No, he's going to be doing something different.
No. Okay. He doesn't have to shoot them at the same time. I'm saying he's going to be doing both shows.
Nope. He's not.
So you think it's going to be set in the same universe, but he's just not going to ever show up? What would be the point?
He's never going to show up. No cameos or nothing.
Bullshit. I actually prefer the show to the movie. It was a little bit more expansive on the characters.
Well, I didn't.
The story obviously had a lot more to it.
The movie was great.
The movie was all football. I feel like.
Yeah.
It was all football. There was a little bit of life mixing in there, but it was like football life. There was life and there was football in the TV show. It was kind of like a teen show mixed with. It was like Degrassi meets what was the football TV show that was on Netflix when we were growing? Not Netflix, on MTV when we were growing up. It's like not Hoover High. It's like if you put Degrassi and Hoover High together, that's what you got. You didn't watch Hoover High? Okay. Last Chance U.
Okay.
And Degrassi is probably what Friday Night Lights is.
Out on the Degrassi feel of it already.
Oh no, I know we can make it through.
Plus, Derek Luke is Booby Miles. How do you beat that?
You want to win? Put Booby in. No, I'm just saying. There was more. Like you had Booby, but then also in the TV show you had Smash. You had Voodoo Williams. It was a lot of good characters. You had Matt Saracen. You feel me?
You know what? Speaking of which, we just talked about Lee Thompson Young last week. We're going to do it again this week. Lee Thompson Young.
What about him?
He was in the movie.
Oh, yeah. He was in Friday Night Lights, the movie. Yeah.
He was Booby's backup. Amber Heard was in Friday Night Lights. I didn't know that.
Was she?
I'm looking at
Amber Heard in the movie?
In the movie.
That must have been a mistake.
I knew Billy Bob Thornton
just wandered on the lot. Ended up in a shot.
Is that like her first movie ever? That's insane. That's crazy to me.
Amber Heard was in Friday Night Lights?
Amber Heard was in Friday Night Lights.
Do they have an actual picture? Do they have proof that this actually happened?
I'll look for it. Friday Night.
Because again, I feel like she just kind of like wandered onto the lot and they kept rolling. They kept shooting.
I don't see it.
I don't know if this happened. This might have been like one of those things, like a UFO or, Sinbad passed or
Friday Night Lights. That's what I searched though. I don't know.
Anywho, yes, no, I'm excited about the series coming back.
Pineapple Express? That's not her.
She was in Pineapple Express. She played the teenage girl that Seth Rogen was dating. Yes, that whole premise was a little fucked up because he looked old as shit, and she was like a high school senior. Like she hadn't graduated yet. She was like planning to go to college.
It was the fact that she was 18, and so
I don't give a shit. All of it was a little weird.
I think that was the joke they were trying to make with it.
The dad should have got his licks off in there in Pineapple Express. Anywho, let's bring this on way back around to whatever the next topic was after Eric Kripke.
RP Silverstone for sure.
Oh.
All right. Splinter Cell starring Tom Hardy. Confirmed, canceled, dead, not going, not happening.
Didn't even know that this was going to be a thing, but now that I know that it's canceled, I'm upset. I would love to see Tom Hardy in Splinter Cell.
Yeah, that just feels like a movie that he'd be able to. I don't know if it was a movie or a series. Actually, now I think about it, but it just seems like a project that he'd be very good at making.
Right up his alley.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, on to some funny news. Hang on, let me go ahead and pull this back. So Disney Plus has obviously been having some issues with, probably retaining clients or customers. I keep saying clients, retaining customers. And so they decided to roll out something new as a different option than just outright canceling the subscription. It's hilarious. So instead of canceling, you can go ahead and pause your subscription because obviously you're going to come back, right? It's Disney Plus. You're going to come back at some point. Maybe you're just a big Marvel fan, so you're just waiting until the next Marvel show to come back, right? Of course.
This is insane. This is dumb.
You don't want to cancel. You want to pause.
Like, I guess I could understand it if this would like lock you into like a pay structure. You know what I mean? Like if we were at one pricing when you were paying before and you paused your subscription, you came back, you can continue paying that price. That would be kind of cool, especially with how much they're changing, over quarter with their price. All the streaming services doing that. But this feels like a way for them to like fudge the numbers on their subscribers numbers now. So now instead of reporting lost subscribers every, earnings call, we can say, oh, well, or whatever we were losing before, we were able to cut that in half because now they're not canceling. They're just pausing their subscription, which also could track back to dollars, right? Because the amount of subscriptions you have as a streaming service goes directly towards your worth, which would go towards what you're traded at a share per share basis. So it just feels like this is like giving them some wiggle room so they can fudge the numbers a bit and not look as pathetic. I've never. How does it actually benefit you fiscally to say, oh, well, you don't actually have to turn off your account. You can just pause it. I'm not paying you. So whether you call it a pause, a turn off, whatever the hell it is, if you didn't get my money this month, it doesn't. How is that effectively different?
No. You don't want to cancel because Agatha is over. You want to pause it until Captain America comes up on Disney Plus. That's all.
Bet. Pause my shit until you recast T'Challa. Pause my shit until you recast
bring back T'Challa. Yes,
for sure. If they give me a way to customize when specifically I can turn it back on, I'm going to type in when you recast T'Challa.
Facts.
That would be hilarious.
Hulu had that option too back in the day. They must have learned it from Hulu then.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's probably exactly where they got it from. Obviously, Disney owns Hulu now. So that seems like somebody's old begotten way of not showing subscribership loss.
You mean I can take these numbers? Yeah, give me the sauce. Let me know.
Because the people, the slight bump that they get every time they release a new product, the plummet has got to be precipitous after that. After Agatha goes off, what are you watching on on Disney Plus? What are you watching? What is there to pull? Okay, I'm about to spend the block on Echo.
Are you
on She-Hulk or Captain Marvel? Maybe you might go after watching Agatha. You might go back and watch WandaVision, right? You might go do that. You might, but I mean, it's just not. It's not a healthy enough catalog for people to hop off whatever they got the subscription to watch the show for to continue to stay there. So this is just a way for them to say, oh, well, those 20 million subscribers that we got off of that project. Oh, well, only 5 million of them didn't continue their subscription after knowing full on well 7.5 million of them said, we're going to pause our subscription and the rest cut that shit off.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's stupid. It's very dumb. But if that's what they feel they got to do, then I guess I'm happy for them. Yeah. What up, Felix?
What up, Felix?
you might throwback day and watch That's So Raven. Maybe, but then you're still going to pause it after you're done watching That's So Raven for your throwback day.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently there is a script for Sherlock Holmes 3. So yet another paycheck for your boy Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, shout out to Drew Law on this script. Apparently, or the scoop. Apparently, they do have a finished script for Sherlock Holmes 3. Just waiting on a call. Waiting on who made Sherlock Holmes? Is that Warner Brothers?
It's Miramax.
Miramax.
I'm kidding.
Okay. No, I was about to say it's definitely not Miramax. Miramax is not a thing anymore. I don't know. I don't know who's doing that.
It was Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Okay. Yeah. Zaslav, what you got going on, bro? We know damn well that you ain't just sitting on a whole laundry list of stuff you got to get to. If it ain't DC, if it's not Game of Thrones, what else you got going on, brother?
Batgirl.
Let's go ahead and get this one going. Let's go ahead and fire it up.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. So the boys are back. Potentially, I don't know in what capacity, but Inside the NBA will be on ESPN ABC as they now have the rights to air it.
Yeah, click on this article because I don't understand how this is a thing. So ABC obviously is a Disney company, ESPN. Turner owns they did own Inside the NBA. NBA was having negotiations with Turner over Inside the NBA. I would assume that Ernie and Shaq and Charles are all under contract with Turner because they were all very sad about not being on Inside the NBA when they thought it was going away last season. Right. I don't understand all of this. I really don't understand how it comes together. So.
Okay, so there wasn't, at least on the one that I just found, there was an
article linked to that.
Oh shit, let me not give out the sauce on that one. No, there's no there's no article on that one. I can find one though.
That's weird.
Or on second thought, it's going to take me a while. So on that note, while we do that, you could talk about Star Wars not coming back in December 2026, like they said they would.
So I think that was the slot for the Rey film, the standalone Rey film that got announced at Star Wars or not. Yes, that project that got announced at Star Wars Celebration last year. That now it seems as though is being morphed into a full blown trilogy with Simon Kinberg. Dog, it really seems like it's at least theoretically happening right now, Lucasfilm. Now we all know what the track record of Lucasfilm and bringing projects to fruition is. So, still apply that to however, likely this is to actually make it to theaters. But just the idea that they're setting course with her at the forefront again, with Rey at the forefront again, is absolutely mind-boggling. It has been the most stain-written part of the entire saga. You would think that they wanted to retire the Skywalker saga altogether, seeing as how they've killed all remnants of it. They've killed off Luke, they killed Leia, killed Han. They gave Rey the Skywalker name. You would think that they would want to start putting that behind them. And then now we're hearing that Kinberg's trilogy is going to be 10, 11, 12. So I really don't know how to make heads or tails of this. Dune Prophecy comes on tonight. Switch over to Dune. That would be my only my only advice to how to deal with Disney, with Lucasfilm at the current moment.
Yikes. Okay, Inside the NBA will appear on ESPN and ABC beginning next season as a part of a settlement between Warner Brothers Discovery and the NBA. Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company of TNT, sued the NBA in New York State court after the league did not accept the company's matching offer for one of the packages in its new 11-year media rights deal, which will begin 25-26 season. Let's see. Even though Inside the NBA will be on ESPN and ABC beginning with the next season, TNT Sports will continue to produce the popular studio show, and it will air from Atlanta, except when the show goes on the road.
So when they go on the road, they'll be doing it for ABC and ESPN. So even though TNT Turner owns it and they're producing it, they're going to allow it to be shown on ESPN. So who is this a loss for? Because if you're showing my product on your network, who wins?
Well, the settlement gives TNT Sports, Bleacher Report, and House of Highlights a global content license for NBA content. Oh, that just gives them the right to use NBA clips and stuff. I thought that was going to be for them to still use that stuff on like their social media.
They're using the name, the talent, everything. They're using the title inside the NBA. They're using their contracted talent. Who wins in this situation? Is it TNT that's coming out on top of this or ABC? It's hard to figure it.
That's a really good question.
I guess if you still retain ownership, Turner, TNT.
Yeah.
Like you have to show one of my flagship shows on your network and I still get to retain ownership of it. I feel like that's a win, TNT.
Yeah, I mean, they're still making money from it, so yeah, I guess.
I mean, I get apparently NBA shoot around with Malika Anderson and
no, thank you. Doesn't hold a candle to inside the NBA at all.
Apparently, that shit wasn't cutting it. That's what they get for firing Jalen Rose. They're gonna fire Jalen Rose and had the nerve to have a NBA countdown show. Yeah, okay. Who's counting it down? Who's counting down?
Good question. DeMarcus Vaughn, what up? The interview with Amir Tyson and Mike Tyson was very cringe. I didn't see that. I don't think was that in that might have been in the Netflix like docuseries before. I don't know. I didn't see that.
I think she was asking him about legacy. Is that the legacy interview?
Is it? Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane for him to talk to a little girl like that.
Legacy is something that somebody made up. It's just a word that somebody said, and now everybody says it. Everybody says they try to have a legacy. I don't know what legacy is. You live and then you die. There is no legacy. It don't follow you. It don't come behind you. It's just a saddle over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody talk about legacy. You just live and you die.
That's insane. Yeah, no, I got nothing on that. Once again, Michelle Yeoh and Wesley Snipes as Jedi Knights and Knights of the Old Republic.
They not doing Knights of the Old Republic, man. It's not happening. Rey is going to be the star of these films. They think she's the damn Obi-Wan now. That's what they think, bro. Mofly, they believe that Rey, no name Palpatine Skywalker, is the most nostalgia built up, nostalgia rich character that they have to go forth with, so they're going to try to make her the elder statesman of Lucasfilm. God bless us all. God bless us all. Yeah, absolutely, 100% for sure. For sure, we'll have some stuff out for you later this week.
Are we? So we talked about this on our other channel, House Divided.
What up, Jo?
I tried to get this out on Saturday, but it wouldn't let me download the stream, and so I couldn't get it out on our channel here. So I guess, do you want to review it again when we do W's and L's, or are we just going to stick with that what we already had?
Nah, we already talked about that nonsense. I mean, that loaded piece of garbage. What a terrible fight.
So I'll still drop that on this channel. So you'll get our recap, everybody. We probably just won't be talking about it here.
Just an awful fight. God awful.
Yeah, but there were some good fights. But anyway, Sophie Turner as Lara Croft. Let me see if I can find.
I don't like it. I feel like
I don't like it either.
She fits the build. Definitely fits the build, but I don't know if I like her as Lara Croft. First of all, I don't care what she has on her head. I can't unsee the red hair. Can't do it. Like, she is Lady Sansa for me forever. It's one of those characters that, like, you can't unsee. I feel like she's her forever. Even more so than some other characters that were in there. Like, I feel like more than Emilia Clarke as you know, Daenerys, more than Kit Harington, definitely as Jon Snow. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. She feels like Sansa. Every time I see her, it's Lady Sansa.
Absolutely, Lady Sansa, for sure.
And so, like, to play another, title character like that, I don't know. Maybe I can make my brain get over it. I think she's a talented actor. So it's not an acting skill thing. I don't even think it's a physicality thing. She's tall enough. She's athletic.
I'll tell you what it is for me.
Now I'm convinced. I like this picture over here that you got up here.
I'll tell you what it is for me.
That works.
It's that nostalgia tells me that Angelina Jolie is Lara Croft.
Okay, well, she's never coming back, and that's never happening. So just let it be somebody new.
It doesn't have to happen again. It's just what already is in my head forever now. So,
well, there isn't another Angelina Jolie walking around out there, unfortunately. So we got to deal with what we got. But she's not. It's not bad. I like this. I like this fan art over here. That's pretty dope.
I don't know about it.
I just don't know if I'm going to be able to unsee Sansa every time I see her on screen.
Yeah, Lady Sansa, absolutely. I see it too.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shut up.
They are truly.
I got season 1 down, Johnny. Tulsa King.
Oh, okay. They are truly destroying. What?
Damn.
They are truly destroying Lara Croft franchise, including that horrible Netflix animated series.
So you didn't like it? See, I heard a lot of people liked it. It got okay for number 2. I only watched the first 2 episodes and then I put it down. I didn't understand who the side characters were. I didn't understand what the main plot of the story was. I was like, where is this picking off from? It feels like I should know something about these characters that I absolutely don't know or understand. I don't get why they're so close to her. It was a lot of things about that series that I didn't get. And then it didn't help that came out the same time as the Terminator anime, which was fantastic.
Legit. Okay. Last thing we've got for see, I told you.
What up, JP?
Read the
question.
You're
saying the Black Claw Media. I got you.
No, the Blue Sky. Blue Sky.
Oh, Twitter. We're gonna get on Blue Sky. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I had no idea what that was.
Do you think it's not gonna do anything? Apparently,
I didn't hear about it. I didn't know about it.
Download the app.
Okay, sorry. We'll download Blue Sky.
We're not getting on Spill though. Spill is, at least with the last time I got on Spill, it was not that great. Maybe it's great now. I don't know. Spill is the black version of Twitter.
What happened to the other one? What was Spoutable? Spoutable.
There was Spill, there was Spoutable, there was Blue Sky, there was Threads, obviously.
Threads.
Yeah. So we're going through another one of those phases where we're all leaving Twitter. Anyway, last thing I've got is a statue of Jon Stewart's Green Lantern has been placed in Burbank.
Look at there.
It's black.
Look at there.
It's Jon Stewart.
Look at that secondary derivative character with a statue. Now, can somebody point me in the direction of his main character statue? Because see, that's the derivative there. He's secondary. Where's the main guy's statue? Can somebody point me to? It's got to be in Anaheim or LA or something like that, right? Because they got the black guy in Burbank, so they got to go a step up to get him. Where's Howe's statue? Anybody know where that's at? Can somebody chat? Y'all know where Hal Jordan's statue is? Anybody know? That's interesting. Shout out to Jon Stewart, man. Shout out to the real Green Lantern.
Facts. Are we going to talk about Arcane?
I have seen up until episode 5, I think. So I'm right at the part where they found Vander, or Vander already ran into Powder or Jinx, whoever she's being at this point. He found her, then she went to go find Vi, who looks crazy as hell by now. All 3 of them and the little girl, they go down there to try to sniff him out. They find him, and then they break his little mind thing that they got going on. My whole thing is, I wonder what old girl's mom is planning to use him for, right? Obviously, because she let the scientist out, the guy who created Shimmer. She let him out of his cage so that she could use Vander. What else is going on? Oh, Caitlyn. Caitlyn. No, I didn't watch episode 6 yet. Don't spoil it yet. Don't spoil it yet. Don't spoil it. Caitlyn is an op, and I always knew she was an op. Always knew that thing wasn't gonna work out. Because she had too much officer up in her. Too much police.
Too much police is crazy.
Yeah, way too much police inside her. I still haven't seen what happened to Heimerdinger or my boy on the hoverboard. What else? Jace lost his damn mind. He killed Sallow for no damn reason. What else? I don't think I'm missing nothing else. Jinx a low-key hero now, which I called that at the beginning of the season. I said that was going to happen because the minute they went down there trying to enforce and Zon, that was going to push them towards her, especially with her blowing up them council members. Arcane's a very good show. Very good show, man. Yeah, Dr. Eco. There you go. I like it a lot. It makes me a little sad that it took so much to make it, took so long, was so expensive, because it doesn't really spell well, I guess the success does, but how long it does and how inefficient it was doesn't spell good things for other League of Legends shows. So it's like, yeah, Arcane's great, but we got 2 seasons in like 3.5 years, and it took $250 million to get there. How likely are they to lean full-fledged into another League of Legends show like they did this one? So, at least not anytime soon, because it was very expensive and it took a long time. So we'll see how this one finishes out. I'll watch episode 6 tonight. It sounds like some shit is going on, so I'll brace myself.
Nice little quick recap of Arcane. Bro, I'm telling you, some of the recast fam like Buckmeister and Theo are already on Blue Sky.
Sure. That's what's up.
AKA John Paul's telling you, get your black ass on Blue Sky.
You can get on Blue Sky too. Why aren't you on Blue Sky?
I think I have an account. I just don't use it.
No, I actually think I have an account now. Now that you call me out, I think I have an account.
Why is your voice of me sound like Obama? I think I have an account already. Sasha, Malia, they already have accounts too. That's crazy. That's insane. Anyway, ready for W's and L's?
Yeah, bro, you up first.
No.
Yeah.
It's all you, brother. W's and L's. We recap. We give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. It's on you.
On
brother.
you.
It's
No,
on
it
you.
restart. It starts today.
Starts
today.
With you.
Right. It restarted after last week when we had Johnny, so it's on you.
Yeah, but Johnny didn't go first. You made me go first ahead of him.
We talked about this. You up, bro?
Plus, I need to find this stupid link to this video.
Go ahead and find the stupid link to the video.
I don't know. Maybe I'll say it on Twitter because it's Premium's anniversary and they're offering me 40% off for a limited time.
It's whose anniversary?
Premium, Twitter Premium's anniversary. I don't know.
It's just Twitter Premium.
Literally, when I went to my profile, it says it's Premium's anniversary, 40% off for a limited time.
Bam.
I can pay for a blue check again.
What do you get for? Yeah, I was about to say, is it just the blue check? Is that all you get for Twitter Premium?
No, I did it one time because I wanted to edit a tweet really badly because I goofed up on a tweet, and so I paid for it that month.
And so you pay for it?
I paid for it that month.
You was that obsessed? You gonna just delete the tweet and type it again? You paid for Twitter Premium?
Oh no, somebody had retweeted the tweet, so then it was like, fuck.
Oh, I gotta go ahead and fix it.
It was about the Buckeyes.
Hey man, I guess
I don't want to
know
look
what you want a little bit, huh?
Look, I'm being honest. I'm being vulnerable and honest on today's live stream. That's
This
all.
man, guys, so he got peer pressured by a social media app to buy something.
It was a Buckeye in Georgia. It was something about Georgia, and somebody from Georgia's like fan base retweeted it and made me look like an idiot with it. So I was like, "Fuck, I need to
Gotta fix it
because I messed up. Like I did a typo or something."
I'm gonna pay for Twitter Premium.
I don't remember what it was. Let me see if I can find it. Because I remember who retweeted it. Are you getting your W's and L's together right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
That's crazy. That's why you want me to go first. Do not edit. This person screenshotted it, and so I definitely couldn't go back and edit it. That's crazy. That's insane. That's what it was. Okay, so I was telling somebody, a Georgia fan, that I was trying to say we've never stopped being relevant, because the Buckeyes have been around at least for the last 25 years. We've never stopped being relevant.
We never stopped being relevant.
But I typed, we never stopped being irrelevant.
Relevant. The term relevant is very relevant.
I put, we never stopped being irrelevant, meaning we're always irrelevant. And that person caught me on it. And then, so I really wanted to
never stop being irrelevant.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, W. Taylor versus Serrano, L. Tyson versus Paul. Johnny said Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather turned boxing into WWE.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
But I mean, here's the thing though, with that. Now that we've kind of hit the pinnacle of celebrity, boxing, like we fought Tyson, there really isn't a bigger name in terms of retired boxers or retired fighters than Mike Tyson for him to fight. He's going to have to start moving into actual fighters. Like, you 227 pounds, bro. Go fight
Conor McGregor.
Well, not Conor McGregor. I don't want to see him fight Conor McGregor. Go fight a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Go shit. Deontay Wilder only 215. You bigger than him. I'm sure he'll take that money. I'm positive he'll take that bet. 100%. He'll take it. You want that smoke? He will give it to you.
Andre Ward wants to fight Paul now. No, thank you.
What about old powder gloves over there? Anthony Joshua. Go fight him. He about 220. Literally, like, if you're a boxer now, then go box. But like I am kind of I don't want to see that again. That was a bad fight. That was Tyson too old to move. Body didn't look great. And you got hit one time and decided that you were going to stay at a safe distance for the rest of the fight.
We can get this fight.
Gervonta versus Boozy. He's not stepping into no ring with Gervonta Davis. Not even for $20 million.
They give me $20 million. He'll jump in the ring with Tank.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Like, I don't believe you. I think you full of shit. I think you're absolutely full of shit.
But it's funny to think about.
Boozy fighting Gervonta Davis. I think his daughter would be on Gervonta Davis' side.
You think what?
I think his daughter would be on Gervonta Davis' side.
Oh yeah, no facts. Boozy said he fought harder with Netflix than Jake Paul and Mike Tyson did in the ring.
That is crazy.
That's funny. Kai Cenat's robot throwing up gang signs during Chief Keef. Where is the video I need? I need this. All right. You ready?
What's up?
You still not ready? You still
don't go ahead, bro. You got it.
Bro.
Take off.
No, I can't find this stupid fucking video.
Take off, bro. You got it.
The second I find this video, I'll do it. What if James Toney decided to fight Jake Paul?
Yes. I'll take James Toney. James Toney is a lot younger than Mike Tyson. He's at least what, 10, 15 years younger than Mike Tyson. Okay, I like this talk. Let's get some more retired heavyweights in there. Let's get him in there with Lennox. Shit, Lennox was back there. Lennox is suit up.
No, James Toney is 56 years old.
Oh no, never mind. Damn, he just as old as Tyson.
Yeah,
no, maybe not James Toney.
I mean, he already lost to Gypsy King's brother.
He did lose to Tommy Fury, and that was the closest thing to an actual, like, his age practicing regularly competing regularly boxer that he's had. Did anybody else see the fact that like one of the opponents that he had in his 10 fights was a bare knuckle brawler? Where you bare knuckle brawl at? You bare knuckle brawl here. Yeah, that ain't no pay-per-view event.
In the streets, son.
The hell? He fought a YouTube fighter.
He gonna fight Andy Ruiz.
Hey, now I would pay to see that. Paul Ruiz. Yeah, give me that. Go fight somebody. That's my point. You know, there's too many actual heavyweights out here for him to compete against to be fighting a 58-year-old man and one who wasn't even as good as he was 4 years ago when we seen him fight in 2020. Wasn't even that good. It's just very disappointing. Oh man, how did I almost forget this one? Yeah, you not gonna go, bro? It's cool, bro. I'll just go, bro. If you're not ready, bro, I'll just go.
I'm not ready,
bro. I got it, bro. Don't worry, bro. I'll take it over. You don't got it. I got
my W's and L's, but like I don't have the video.
No, it's all good, bro. I got it. I'll hold it down, man. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, Kodak! What the fuck?
What did you do,
bro? Kodak looked drugged out.
What else is new?
That's a fact. Let's see.
What else is new?
I don't know what he's talking about. I just saw this.
Vietnam, Central America, so what's your deal on for real, Johnny? Man, you Vietnam, Vietnamese.
You original, baby.
So that ain't Korea.
No,
that's different from all that.
Different. Chinese, Vietnamese.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see a Mexican, and Mexican, they really fine. Central America, okay, yeah.
Like different countries.
Yeah. Central America.
Okay, from the Johnny Dang part, it's kind of funny, but seeing Kodak like that is crazy.
So you not Vietnam, right? That's not Korea.
That's
yeah. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, no, Josh ain't ready, y'all. So I'll go first. I'll just start off the doves and L's.
Amazing how all I had to say was that I'm not ready for you.
I actually got a couple of got a nice list of doves, man. Some family moments in here.
Y'all see how he does me?
Most of them positive. First dub I'm giving out to Legacy of the Qs and newest recruit, Kyan Anthony. Yeah. Legacy, Kyan Anthony committed to Syracuse this weekend.
That is
like his papa. That's fire. That's fire.
That is amazing. And he did it on Melo's podcast, which I thought was dope too.
Dope. His dad talked about him bringing back New York basketball to where it's supposed to be. Going back. Is Jen Boeheim still at Syracuse?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. But that is just like
former college basketball coach. Yeah, no, he's not there.
That's seamless. Man.
Current special assistant to the athletic director though.
So he's involved with the program. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, man. Kyan going to Syracuse is it would be like if Marcus Jordan was good at basketball and he went to North Carolina.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Or if Gigi ended up playing for the Sparks, God rest her skull. You know, R.I.P.
Yeah, I hope Kyan becomes better in the NBA than Melo. To be honest with you, I hope at least he wins a ring. I guess I should.
I was gonna say that's a tall order to talk about being better
than to win a ring for the family.
A top 10 scorer all time. That's
a tough order.
That's tough walking. But I mean, even still, you're right. He has a chance to do something that his father didn't do, which is go chase championships instead of bread. You know what I'm saying? I think that if Melo had a chance to do it over again, he had a couple of opportunities to leave New York and go compete for a chip. One to go hoop with Bron and D Wade down there in Miami before they went and got Bosh. And then he had another chance. I think it was in like 07, 08. He was entertained in LA, maybe team up with Kobe and Powell. And, you know, he re-upped in New York and that went the way that it went. And, you know, he obviously ended up being a journeyman after that. But, you know, I think if he could redo it, he would take one of them opportunities, if not both of them, to go get some jewelry. You know what I mean? Especially seeing as how the league kind of ushered him out towards the latter half of his career where he still has stuff to go. But, you know, a lot of people had that idea view of like, all right, well, if he ain't gonna be the guy, then he'll end up either being a problem or he'll be available to be scapegoated as the problem, right? You know, it's easy to blame an old cagey vet who's used to playing in a different role if what you currently have him not doing ain't working out. It's easy to blame him. Well, hold on, man. I ain't even say shit. I just want to know what we got to do. Yeah. You know, and you know, guys like Daryl Morey took advantage of that. So it's unfortunate to see how that went for him down the line. But now he has a rebirth, man. He gets to live it the best way and watch his son do it. And, you know, starting out from the same spot that he was doing it at Syracuse is real dope. Absolutely. Great family moment. Him and Lala was both there.
Yep. And every time Melo is there, he's smiling cheek to cheek, just huge ass grin. Crazy.
That was dope. So shout out to Cayenne, man, and look forward to watching him play next season. Next dub I got is going out to the daughters of Malcolm X. So this is something that I actually already thought happened, but apparently this is something new. The daughters of Malcolm X are now suing the FBI and the NYPD for the execution of their father. They're saying
that
I thought they already
talked about this.
Yeah, I feel like that was like they won the case. So like I don't know if this is like another civil suit, but let me see if I can get the story up here.
The family announced its intention to sue the law enforcement agencies early last year.
Okay, so now they're actually filing the lawsuit. Now it's actually going on for the 1965 assassination of civil rights leader. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's. Yeah, I mean, if you've done a lot of like history around the assassinations of civil rights leaders in this country, you know, guys like J. Edgar Hoover and the CIA and the FBI, and you know, a lot of governmental agencies that are usually seen as, you know, protective or, you know, in some sort of law enforcement apparatus. But what it really is rooted in is counterintelligence. And that's not just used for foreign agents. That's used domestically here as well, and has been for a very long time, since counterintelligence was invented. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of paper trail here. There's a lot of evidence to it. And whereas you don't necessarily see it acknowledged or confirmed from the United States government standpoint, there's plenty of historians. There've been plenty of books read. There's plenty of evidence there to suggest what actually went on. To get to a point of actually being able to prove it in court, that is something that hasn't really, I guess, truly hasn't been seen. Again, I thought this was something that already happened, but we'll get a chance to actually see it. Yeah, I've been crunked though, so this one gets some. There's been no justice. Well, so here's my thing in this case particularly. I guess I won't necessarily disagree with you on in terms of the families. Well, I will too. I guess I'll disagree in two aspects. For this family in particular, with the X family, all of the parties who would have been initiating the kill order on Malcolm X, I guess theoretically, I don't know what their proposed, you know, alignment of the facts are, but just from the outside looking in, those characters would have to have been dead and gone by now, I would think, if we talking J. Edgar Hoover down, or you know, circling the drain. I don't think they're going for direct conviction. That's the part of suing, right? This is a civil case, so they're only looking for money in that interest. Now we talk about the victims, the families that Benjamin Crump has helped. Man, money is the only recourse. You can't bring your loved one back. You can't. The only equal value would be another person, and you can't do it. So the only recourse at that point for families, you know, slain victims of police, is the bread. You know what I mean? Convictions would be nice if we didn't have to operate within a racist criminal justice system. And so sometimes the outcomes are outcomes. When you have to force somebody to pay, to me, that's complicity. when you pay, that's complicit. That may not be the way that it's defined in the law all the time, but you pay something to make something go away. This is America. We all know how that works. If you pay, you were complicit. That's an admission of guilt to me. And again, the recourse is that you live the rest of your life with that loss, the grief, and you're no different for it. You're actually worse for it. I don't think anybody can argue that millions of dollars in your bank account leaves you worse off. But we'll see how that goes. Definitely keep track of that. Last dub I got is going out to David Joyner, who told a story to Variety. If the name David Joyner sounds familiar, that is the voice actor and costume wearer of Barney from back in the day, all of our childhoods, right? Barney remembers a time where he actually revealed that he was a black man behind the suit, and all the KKK members told their kids not to watch Barney no more.
That's insane.
It's crazy, right?
I can't watch a purple man in a purple dinosaur suit.
There's a Negro inside of there.
It's a suit. I can't tell. He's a dinosaur.
Negro. Don't you feel his joyful spirit? Watch how he dances and how rhythmically he moves. That man has an extra thigh bone.
Barney was getting
I'll be watching Barney today.
Barney was fucking shit up.
Now you put on some Sesame Street and watch Big Bird. No rhythm at all. That's a good white man's bird right there.
Can't watch Sesame Street because Elmo is black.
Elmo's not black.
Elmo's black.
Elmo's red.
I'm not talking about the puppets here. I'm talking about Elmo himself.
Okay. Oh, you mean the voice of Elmo?
No, I mean Elmo himself.
Anyways, I can't imagine their opinion. Plus, what are we trying to do? Represent love. If someone's trying to represent hate, the last thing I want to do, or what? There we go. Thank you very much. The last thing I want to do is
I know
love.
you're getting older. It's okay.
And if my skin color then changes that opinion for somebody, I can't do anything about it because it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit more loving than what I thought it was. I thought it was more of a trolly type of laughing kind of thing. But, I mean, in any case, you get it how you live. He found a way to roll with the punches. And obviously, Barney still left an impact on even racist white families. So, boycott that Negro program. Cut off that Negro program.
I actually felt like I saw this, and that's why I said it. But the point is, Elmo is
Elmo is a black guy, huh?
Elmo is black too. Did you hear the way that Elmo said balsamic vinegar? He's black. Anyways. That's funny because Todd McFarlane used to say fans who are racist love Spawn, but didn't know he was black.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So crazy.
Okay. Moving on from my dubs, I got a couple L's here. Next L I got is going out to the Carolina Panthers. Josh, I know it's been a while since you've watched NFL, but since your last recollection, what type of organization are the Carolina Panthers?
A losing one?
Let's take out the 2 Super Bowl appearances we have in our lifetime, right? We're in our 30s. Well, sure. I'm in my 30s. You're obviously the age you are. But in our lifetime, we've seen 2 Super Bowl appearances, right, from them. And one of those Super Bowl appearances happened to feature a league MVP.
Yeah, it did.
Do you remember who that league MVP was?
I believe his name was Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. So let's just say, and that happened in what, 2015 or so?
No, I think it was a little before that. I was still in Akron. It was 20.
Were you not in Akron in 2015?
Oh, I was, I guess. 2013 though, I think is when it was.
Look up when Cam Newton won the MVP.
2013.
I bet you $1 right now it ain't 2013. Now I won't put it on exactly what year it was, but it definitely wasn't.
Wait, no, because all right, because if I'm wrong in this, what if I'm wrong, but you're wrong too?
No, that's not what I'm betting. I'm betting that it's not 2013.
Well, then no, then I'm not taking that out because it could be 2014, 2012, something crazy like that.
And it is.
Oh, hold on. Cam Newton, MVP. He led the Panthers to the Super Bowl in 2015.
Oh, motherfucking dollar. Give me a dollar. I literally put it on the year.
I didn't agree.
On the dot.
I didn't agree.
2015.
And the Super Bowl was in 2015, but the year was 2014. That's what I said.
When did Cam Newton lead them to the Super Bowl?
It was a 2014.
Or the MVP, his MVP season. So that was 14-15. That was the 14-15 season. You're crazy. That's nuts. You didn't pay me my money. Anyways, that was just here within the last 10 years, is what I'm saying, right? So it was recently.
Sure. Yes.
So if you were the Panthers organization and you were organizing, I don't know, a group soiree with some of the Panthers greats from years past, and you had Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis and Steve Smith. Could you imagine having that trip without your former league MVP and Super Bowl quarterback, Cam Newton?
Not unless he was still actively playing for another team.
Fam.
That's the only.
How long has Cam Newton been out of the NFL?
For a couple of years now.
Fam, why Cam Newton couldn't get no invite, bro? Like y'all know, just from the optics of this, first of all, love Steve Smith to death. Love him to death. Top 10 receiver all time for me personally. I don't know if he's top 10 in the NFL, but he's one of my top 10 favorite players. I love Steve Smith. Dog, Cam Newton was the MVP of the league. Of the entire NFL. He plays quarterback number 1, so he already has that advantage, right? Like, it's just, unless you're Randy Moss or Jerry Rice, you're probably not outshining the quarterback. So how in the hell do the Panthers have a alumni, whatever you call it, type visit or trip to Europe without Cam Newton? Nobody calls Cam Newton. Steve Smith doesn't speak up and call Cam Newton.
That's crazy.
Nobody thinks, hey, yo, where the hell is Cam Newton at? Nobody
thought of Cam Newton.
Yeah, it feels nuts. Pretty foul. That one feels pretty foul. Pretty foul. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that one.
Drake wants to give DeMar the same treatment.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Except this is the actual organization that this is not just like a brand ambassador for the team. This is the team. Like it would be one thing if like Panther Joe or whoever the fucking mascot for the Carolina Panthers is, made a dig to Cam Newton, but like not. Come on, man, not the organization that I put on my back, that I led without a viable wide receiver at any point during my career there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, don't do me like that. Not what Cam Newton did for Carolina. If you Boston and you want to treat Cam Newton like that, you want to have an alumni day and you don't call Cam Newton, that's fine. That's cool. But like not Carolina? Like usually when they start acting like that to the former quarterback, they got a new quarterback to move on to. When Green Bay was acting like that to Brett Favre, they had Aaron Rodgers. When they start treating Aaron Rodgers like that, they had Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? When you're going to move on from a guy, you usually got a guy in the wings. Your guy, y'all talking about trading your guy. Y'all talking about trading Bryce Young already.
Facts.
I don't know where we're going with that one. That was the Panthers. Ooh, Whoopi Goldberg. Hey, did y'all know that $8 million a year is working class?
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. She works for a living.
No, it's not.
No, it is. Because she has to go into the View every day, right? That's work. And then she has a daughter. And then she has a granddaughter also. And they pay their bills. Therefore, somehow that trickles upwards to make me working class. She's a working class person.
No, she's not.
Yes. Whoopi Goldberg said on The View today, or not today, whenever she said it this past week, about the election, because this is still all around the election.
Of course.
when she was talking about how, Bernie Sanders and others have accused the Democratic Party of being out of touch with working class people. Whoopi Goldberg says, "No, I'm working class. I gotta come. If I wasn't working class, I wouldn't have to come here every day." So because she has to come into the View and cash her $1 million checks, that's what she defines as working class. Oh, and not just that. It's not just her, but because she has family members who aren't millionaires, that also makes her rich. That makes her working class.
Whoopi, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's the View, man. It's where people go to get their sage political advice.
It's the fucked up View. It's the View with an
the distorted view.
Yes, it's the blinded view.
I hate when rich people cry normal. Don't you didn't get rich to be normal. That's not what you got rich for. If you wanted to be normal, you could have just kept sludging along on your 9 to 5 and did what everybody else normal is doing. You didn't get rich to be normal. So I hate when rich people cry normal. I'm just like you. I tie my shoes together at the same time, just like you. I put my pants on both legs at the same time, just like you.
I'm middle class.
I'm a middle class person, I'm not Warren Buffett out here.
Okay, Kamala.
I'm only general manager of your local sports team, Rich. I'm working class.
Okay. Yikes.
Oh man. I guess sticking in this political apparatus, the Kamala campaign. So now I don't know if anybody remembers that when she announced that big boom of money that she had trickling in, it was one of the fastest campaign raises she ever had. I think they raised over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, do you know her campaign's in debt?
How?
By like $20 million.
How?
Last week, they sent out press releases to their supporters that were still on the email list asking for donations.
After you lost
the campaign. So ran the campaign, lost, got skull drug, lost the electoral college, lost the popular vote, House and Senate. She sent out emails asking for more money, fam, because they're like $20 million in debt.
That's insane.
Y'all want to hear some of the shit that the Kamala campaign bought while they were on their way to a catastrophic loss? They paid $1 million to Oprah and Beyonce. They spent $500,000 a day on the Vegas Sphere. That big ass ball in the middle of Vegas, right? Putting her face on it. $500,000 a day.
Smart move.
They had Meg The Stallion. They had Glorilla. They had Beyonce and Kelly Rowland.
That's a shame.
They had Bruce Springsteen. They had Taylor Swift.
She's paying a lot of billionaires.
Now she's 20. But Josh, and maybe I'm just confused, but didn't the celebrities used to donate to the national campaigns, to the parties? Where are we at that you are paying these people to show up to the political rallies and not just paying them millions of dollars?
Insane.
Are you paying for the endorsement? I thought you were supposed to be collecting money from them.
That's how it works. Typically, supposed to.
I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. $20 million in debt off a loss is crazy.
Oh,
That's
come on,
crazy.
man. I know I lost that election, but let me hold another $20.
Let little dudes from across the street, little poor people from across the political spectrum. Let me hold $1.
That's crazy.
Let me hold $1.
You know what, though? If she's really hurting for the $20 million, you know what she can do? She can fight Jake Paul.
There you go.
Jake Paul.
Since you jumping through circus hoops anyways, go fight Jake Paul for your $20 million.
$20 million. Live on Netflix.
2 more L's. One last or first L, first of the last 2, is going out to Drake. He finally cut it quits with his pigtails. I seen somebody else talking about it in the chat. Yeah. He cut his hair. He's going back. He's going back to Scorpion Drake. Shadow
Scorpion
Fade.
Drake? Is that the heart? My shit looks like
Oh, that was Certified Lover Boy Drake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Or was that Certified Lover Boy? I don't know what that heart shit was.
That was Certified Lover Boy. Yeah.
Scorpion, it was just the cut. He got a low cut. Got to cut the pigtails. Hey man, look, if you're gonna grow your hair out and get braids as a grown man, you got to commit. Okay,
yeah.
I don't like quitters.
Definitely thought he was going to go with dreads after this, so I'm surprised.
Oh, no sir, no sir.
Definitely thought that was coming.
The rosters will not stand for that.
I thought he was going to get not like really long dreads, but like little YN.
They will let him speak patois, but locks is where they draw the line. They will not stand.
What do they call those 2-strand twists or whatever? I definitely thought he was going for one of those.
Mm-mm.
Let's see.
Last L I got. I'm gonna pass it off to you. So now, did we talk about that Bronny's not gonna be he's not gonna be traveling?
I think we had mentioned it, I believe.
Johnny brought that up, didn't he? Something else happened about that story. Or he's only gonna be doing the home games. We talked about that last week. So yeah, I think I'm done. We'll end it on Drake's pigtails.
You know, a woman is going through something when they get a new hairstyle.
Yeah, for real. When you cut all your hair off, you know you going through it.
I thought Drake was going with this. I thought that was his next. Yeah. I thought that was going to be his next reinvention. One of these.
No.
Or
he went back to Old Faithful, man. He gonna cut it back down. You know what I'm saying? Get the mixed waves back.
On Dominican hair. He's got Dominican hair, so that works.
He doesn't have Dominican hair, though.
Drake was out here looking like a GTA character.
He was.
Yeah.
He absolutely was. He was looking like a bargain store pimp.
Yes. Skinny pimp.
Store pimp. But that is it for my doves and L's this week. You go ahead and let them have it.
Okay. I've lost my video yet once again.
That's crazy.
Nope, I got it. It was in a tab. I couldn't find it. Okay. So let's start off with my L's, I guess. You know, we're from Columbus, and so we get a lot of, everybody gets a lot of lawyer commercials. For us specifically, we get Kevin Kurgis a lot. Right?
I'm Kevin Kurgis. I don't get paid unless you get paid.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's something that, you know, every city gets just because lawyers think they have great commercials and great jingles and great all that shit, right? It's all part of their marketing, especially when they're not so great at doing their job.
Real quick, shout out to Top Dog Law Entertainment. That's great marketing right there. Top Dog Law or Top Dog Law. It's not entertainment. That's what it sounds like it needs to be. But it's just topdoglaw.com.
You know, some of the
Top Dog Law.
Some of the Top Dog Law commercials are cool just as it is. It's like him doing a voiceover over some beat, right? But
it's like if
he catches dementia on some of those, like he just be talking. I'd be like, bro, what are you talking about?
If DJ Drama was working for a law firm, that's what Top Dog Law is. Call Top Dog. You need your money. You've been in an accident. Call Top Dog. He'll get you paid. That's what you want.
I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Because he'll do that, but it'll be like a 3-minute ad. I'm like, he's still talking. What is happening? What is happening right now?
You thought it was
losing my shit to that.
The Top Dog's still here.
Is this a lawyer or a hype man? What's happening?
Call topdoglaw.com.
Remember when Charlie Clips put a bow and then JG Wentworth jingle? Yeah, I do, unfortunately. Charlie Clips got to stop with some of his bars. Anyway, Black Art says, it gets worse when they start rapping. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Black Art 360, because that's a great transition to what I was going to bring up. There is an Atlanta lawyer who I guess he might have just got one of his guys out, and so he decided to hit the studio and make a song and then show up to the court the next day playing that song. And I'm not fucking with it, especially since this man is black.
You know, Mr. Patterson gonna keep you out that cell. All the judges know his name when they walk through. Fly lawyer on the one that talk to.
Restarted.
You know, Mr. Patterson gonna keep you out that cell.
His suit is clean.
All the judges know his name when they walk through. Fly lawyer on the one that talk to. Or your face 20 years, something you ain't do.
It'd be a cold day in hell for I let this nigga represent me.
You know what I mean?
Cold day.
Might have seen him out of traffic around in a business.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
One thing she won't mind me, gonna take a plea. Like a bird in the cage, you can set you free.
Like a bird in the cage.
Man, who are you trying to attract? Bro, I'm just trying to beat a speeding ticket, bro. Why are you walking in the courtroom looking like this? I'm trying to get out of driving under suspension, fam. Why are you dressed like that?
Blasting music at the courthouse is crazy.
I already know the judges just roll their eyes when they see you coming into the courtroom. I'm not hiring you, fam. It's not happening.
Yeah, no, this is too much. DJ Khaled should be a lawyer. This is too much. Again, I think the suit is kind of clean. I'm not usually for the crazy colors, but the suit is clean.
Every time he walks in the courtroom, the judges go, ugh. All right, come on, Leroy. Come on. Give me your files. Come on. Who you got today? God damn it.
It's giving where the money resides.
What's going on, Your Honor? Nuh-uh, Leroy. I ain't got time today. Give me your file. Who you got? God damn it. Shit. I know you going to jail. Whoever this is. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm not hiring this guy.
I'm not my young blood. I'll set you free. No.
I'm not hiring the man because his jingle is fire. I mean, it was kind of heat. But I'm not hiring you for the simple fact that you have time to hit the studio and make a song about getting me free. Nope. Nope. Black man, I love you. You know what I mean? As a black man, but we got to do better. We got to do better. My man is making a jingle out of getting you free. No, take this seriously. Take my case seriously, please. Crazy. Okay, so I've got some news on Dame Dash. So the last we've heard of Dame Dash, he was trying to get somebody to buy a third of Rockefeller that was eventually going to go to somebody else eventually because their rights are something that Jay-Z would eventually retain himself anyway. So they were only going to buy Rockefeller Records for like a year or something like that. Mm-hmm. Well, the update is he wasn't able to find anybody to buy it for that $1 million or $10 million is what he was selling it for. And so the state of New York ended up buying it for $1 million because he had back taxes and unpaid child support. I did not know that was the reason that Dame Dash was selling that piece of Rockefeller.
Sell it. Yeah, I didn't either, but you
got to pay your taxes, but that's one thing.
As long as child support, I was gonna say, as long as he took care of the debt with that $1 million, he good. Now, how a human being owes more than $1 million in back taxes and child support, I can't put that together in my head. But as long as they got what they needed out of that $1 million, he's good to go. He's no longer in debt, so that's a positive thing.
Yeah, I guess it just took too long. Like you taking that long to actually pay something towards the child support to this point where you had to sell something for $1 million. Like, dog, you could have just took care of it. I feel like at some point you could have just took care of this. I don't know.
Yeah,
State properties box office wasn't that great, but you could have done something.
I don't have these type of problems, so I won't tell Dame Dash what he had to do or what he should have done or anything like that. But I'll just say that anytime that you have an asset that can be auctioned off for $1 million, you're doing better than a lot of other folks. That's what I will say. So
factual. Yo, Honor, I got Ruthie Ann and Sheila waiting for me back at the spot. I got to go.
Something wrong with it.
Dame also got a civil case against him. So then he owes more? Is that?
Golly.
I hope
that
not.
Boy looking for funds anywhere he can grab them.
You know you can't evade the IRS for too long. That's a fact.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He should have kept some in the stash for this situation, but I guess not. Okay. Again, Columbus, Ohio. Glad to live here. until yesterday. Nazis were walking up and down High Street in the short north.
Yes, they were.
Why? Why this liberal city in one of the most liberal parts of the city? Well, I guess maybe that's probably why.
That was the point. Yeah,
that's probably why. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Literally with the Nazi flag and everything, walking down High Street, insanity. But this is Trump's America.
I mean, y'all could have come up the way a little bit. Y'all didn't have to go down the short north. Y'all could have just made a left turn on Northeast Broadway and came right up the way with that. I wonder why they didn't.
They would have been afraid of that.
Oh, I wonder why they didn't. I wonder why y'all didn't take a left up Weber Road and come up the way with that. Come up the hill with all of that.
They would have been
come on down Hudson. Come down Hudson Avenue and walk your way up saying all that stuff that y'all was saying.
Hudson? No, they're not walking down Hudson.
I'm trying to figure out how y'all found a way to go on the right side of the freeway. Y'all found your way to be on the right side of 71 with all of that. And it was only 7 of them.
Well, no, they were on this. Oh, 71. Never mind.
No, they were on the wrong side of 71.
Yeah.
It. So I'm trying to figure out why Spectrum News or whoever else followed it, probably the rest of the networks too, found it so important to go downtown or not downtown, down to the short north to record 7 motherfuckers walking with flags.
Yeah, now that was a little much.
Like, why do y'all give these people so much airtime? Literally, I'm not exaggerating. There were 7 people, 4 of them holding flags, all of them shouting stuff. Now, again, they were in a part of town where they really wouldn't be encountering any of the people they were trying to offend. So it was very strategic. It was very small.
Yeah.
Fam, the short north's not black no more. It's just not.
Well, I was also going to say the fact that they could have gone to Bexley too.
Sure, but I mean, the part of Columbus where they were at, they were very strategic. They knew where.
Yeah, they weren't going to experience any kind of backlash.
Yeah, they weren't going to find a lot of black people while they were screaming what they were screaming.
You're not finding black people in front of.
And the only thing they would have had to do was go 3 or 4 minutes in the opposite direction of where they were.
Oh, absolutely.
So I just don't.
They wanted to avoid smoke.
Time of day. Yeah,
for sure.
Time of day.
1000%. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that the coverage of them is insane, especially when we had protests here not too long ago, a couple years ago, and the coverage that we got was they're ruining the neighborhoods, but then Nazis walk up the street and we're just letting them go down the street like everything's sweet. A little different. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. This is just the start. I mean, in Columbus, we've seen this kind of thing before.
Define worse. Is it going to get louder and more and uncomfortable for the folks that they're already trying to target with this type of stuff? Probably. I don't think they're ever going to march this shit into my neighborhood. Ever.
Oh, no.
Ever. It's never going to come. Even when they're going into the South with it, right? With the higher population of black people. Where did they do it? Where did they do this shit at? They went to Charlottesville.
Yeah.
They went to Charlottesville. They didn't go to Monk's Corner. They ain't going to anywhere where black people are heavily concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to places where they know there are going to be white liberal Americans to call the news and blow it up into a story.
Facts.
This is exactly what that's exactly what they want. It is to be blown up and put on the news.
Yep. Agreed. All right. On to my next and last L. See if I can pull this up here. What is this? Get out of here. All right. So the other thing about the Logan Paul and Mike Tyson fight that we didn't really talk about because it didn't really take off the way it did on Saturday morning that it did later this weekend. But the Ring Girls are getting a lot of press, and more specifically, this one right here, because she is noticeably lighter skinned than the rest of them. And I feel a way about the fact that she's become this viral hit because she's white and the rest of them are Hispanic or black.
I think we got different algorithms, bro, because sister down here on the bottom left has gotten so much more play than any of these.
She's gotten more now, but I feel like that was a reaction to the fact that she was getting so much. The white girl's getting a lot.
I literally have not seen the white girl once since
really
the Netflix thing. Not
that's
one time.
crazy because I've seen both.
I've seen
but it
Girl
seemed like
here
no
in the
one's watching.
braids. I seen them talking about the commentators that was on with Cedric the Entertainer, and then one that was talking to Shaq. And then I seen this chick here. She has absolutely exploded. I've seen videos of her that weren't even from the Netflix series. But the rest of these chicks, I haven't seen any of them.
I've seen videos of the white girl all over too.
No.
But again, I've seen the black girl too. It just seemed like it was a reaction to what was going on with the white girl, to me at least. Also, now that you mentioned it, yeah, Cedric the Entertainer was also a part of that. That was like, what is this? Why?
Look like the king of Zamunda.
Yeah, like somebody called him an African condom. I was like, yo, chill out. Yeah, no, I was like, what? At least with Rosie Perez, she did better than I expected.
It was also random. Well, how did we get so far down the list that we just picked Rosie Perez?
Drake Jones and Rosie Perez.
She gave decent commentary. It was like, where did this come from? Rosie Perez.
But Cedric wasn't providing anything. He made like 2 jokes the entire time.
Nothing.
It's like, what was the point? How much did y'all pay him? I wonder.
They found Jerry Jones, old decrepit ass, and brought him down there to talk. Like, look, man, we already in his house. We don't need to hear him talk.
You know, he probably pressed for that. He's like, if I'm giving y'all my stadium, you're gonna give me some press time. I'm just saying. That queen will have me screaming Wakanda forever. Look, the black one is hands down the best looking one. Shame. I'm just saying, I've been seeing the white one a lot. Just saying.
You might be self-reporting a bit here, brother.
I'm not.
Chat, tell us who did you see more in your algorithm?
I saw the black girl too, but it seemed like it was a response.
Okay, yeah, sure. I want to know who they saw more predominantly in the algorithm post Tyson fight.
Well, while they answer that,
we're doing a little study here.
While we wait for the answer to that, Rosie seriously knows about boxing and she has a podcast on it. When it came to the Serrano fight, it did seem like she knew what she was talking about. Again, a surprise to me because I did not know. I didn't know. Of course, Chillmonger had to be one of the first ones. Jake's girlfriend is the one he saw the most.
No.
So I didn't see Jake's girlfriend at all. So if anything, he's self-reporting more than I am.
Okay. No, don't try to pass it off. Don't try to pass it off.
Josh is right. I saw the same.
That's y'all's again. I didn't see the white girl at all. Didn't see her posted at all.
You know what happened?
In terms of like people being like, oh, bro, look who on the screen. Like the first one of them clips that I seen, it was first they were looking at Serrano's eye, but then they like just start panning over, and it was like looking over her shoulder, and it was
I did see that. I saw that too.
That was the first one of these that I saw, and then I saw a photo shoot of old girl, the black girl, meaning on some other random photo shoot, but it had nothing to do with the Netflix thing. I think
I saw that too.
I did not see the white girl at all. So maybe I just missed the period when everybody was fawning over the white girl.
Is the white girl thick or something? I mean, they all have some sort of assets. They're ring card girls.
I mean, sure. Yeah. For a ring card girl.
You're disappointing, Dr. Umar, Josh. I could only see the queen. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened.
Our algorithm
you were watching college football all Saturday, and so you didn't see anything until after the 7:30 game. And by that point, then she started showing up on the algorithm a lot more.
Blows. Because as soon as I got done watching college football, I was trying to switch over to the Netflix because I caught Mario Barrios fight. I caught the Barrios.
No, I'm talking about Saturday after the fight. Saturday after the fight.
Anywho,
you were so in tune to college football. Me, after the Ohio State game, I was like, all right, well, whatever game, well, who cares? So I started scrolling through Twitter and I saw, the crazy support for the white girl. And then after that, black girls started getting posted more. I saw both, so I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. I saw both.
Hey, man, look, you don't got to explain to me. Tell Dr. Umar, okay?
Like I said, your algorithm isn't invited to the cookout. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I didn't say it. Chillmonger said it.
Anyway. All right. On to my dubs. I got a couple quick dubs, and then I guess we can go ahead and get out of here. The first dub.
You got to focus, brother.
Yeah, I know. It did that. Why is it doing that?
Hold on. Let's see.
I'll just let it rock for a second, I guess.
Ugh.
Yeah, now it's super blurry. I think I just fucked it up even worse.
You come towards it. Like
there we go. There we go. All right. Anyway, so for my first dub, I'm giving a dub to Kai Cenat. So last week we talked about Kai Cenat and the power of his stream because he's just so crazy with it. The power of Kai Cenat to bring true love together. So we were talking about the fact that NPC Miles Morales was on the stream, right? Last week when we were on with Johnny. And Pinky Doll was on the stream. And you know who's the new hit TikTok power couple this week?
This is
NPC Miles Morales
all over
and
again.
Pinky Doll.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
right. The power of Kai Cenat stream to bring true love together, true NPC love together. You gotta love it.
No, you don't.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is not. Like not in the least bit. Dog,
I saw that tweet and I cried laughing for a solid 10 minutes.
I think he died in Miles Morales.
Yeah, that's an insane. The conversations between them had to be pretty repetitive, I would assume.
Well, you're cool. Thank you. Yum. Thank you. Yum.
Yikes.
Well, I would probably like just go play in traffic. If I was in a room with them for about 10 minutes, then I would jump off of something high. For sure.
Pinky Doll sponsored by Google.
I go to Google, and I type in a Pinky Doll, and what do you think I see? A picture. Like, damn, bro, they don't got Google. I know they got Google.
They got Google. They got Google. They don't have Google images.
Google works. She just like Google. I'm suing Google for all them image pictures they got up there.
Oh man, I'm just saying, true love, and Kai in that stream was able to do it. I'm happy for them. Okay, I guess my last dub is going to go to the fact that. Well, first, let me ask you this question: have you ever been to Top Golf?
Yes.
You've been to Top Golf. Have you enjoyed yourself? Are you much of a golfer?
No.
Are you much of a golfer? No, not okay. But I know you're a hooper. Mm-hmm. I know you like to play basketball for Gatorades and whatnot. Anyways. So you play basketball quite a bit. Apparently, they are going to make a Top Golf for basketball. And this is just the image that they generated. Let me see if I can pull this over real quick. It's going to be called Jump Shot.
Damn, that shit is about to be jammed packed.
It really is. Okay, let me see if I can.
Oh, we gonna shut that shit down. You know we're going to shut that shit down. They might as well just start marketing it towards black people now.
I'm sure they will be. Okay. Oh no, that's an ad. This is the picture that I saw here. And so they have like obviously a little hoop there, and you just shoot the ball into that. It's very Top Golf-ish.
With the little couches and shit around. That's pretty dope. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is that, like, at least with Top Golf, you hitting that shit out, right? So it kind of minimizes the danger of, you know, there being any type of like cross traffic. A basketball in this type of setting is going anywhere. You know what I mean?
You might need like a net in between courts.
Well, even sitting down here at these couches, like, do I want to shoot at this basketball
I see what you're saying.
and have people sitting behind me eating and drinking and shit right there? You know
what I'm saying? A person hit a brick and it just bounces
bounced right back towards us. Like,
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure out the logistics to
they'll find out that, I guess. They'll figure it out.
I also did not know that there was a baseball. Well, baseball makes sense. It's just a batting cage. But then a soccer Top Golf?
Soccer Golf? A soccer Topper Golf is crazy.
Very
soccer Top Golf.
We put together a top-notch team for the distinct basketball version of Top Golf. We'll see you soon.
Okay. I'm interested.
I'm interested. Very interested. Much easier for me because I can't swing a golf club for shit. So
yeah, I am not very good with the drivers, but I can swing a wedge though. I can swing a wedge.
I can't hit the ball, so
I can't get no contact. Yeah. Once you figure out your swing, there's much more eye-hand coordination involved with it. It's closer to baseball than anything else I've done, any other sport I've played, to be honest with you. Just that having to match what you're seeing with what you're swinging at. You know what I mean? That concept is a lot harder than what people give it credit for.
1,000%. And I am terrible at it. And I don't have a jump shot either. But you know what? At least this will be a little bit more fun for me.
No, we're doing this. We're doing this for sure.
I'm here for it. Also, can't wait to see all the white guys with shooting sleeves and like they're going to be taking this seriously too. The real shooters
at the basketball Top Golf is crazy.
They're going to come on dates with shooting
sleeves.
I
was about to say, this is where you bring the women.
Like, no, they're going to bring the women, but they're also going to show up to hoop for sure.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I was in high school. I was lighting them up.
Walk up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With the full shooting sleeve. I guarantee you we're going to see that at least once.
No, this is a good idea. I like this, actually.
I'm ready for it. Anyway, any other thoughts? Any other things that we got to talk about? Any Diddy news out there?
Any Diddy news is crazy. Actually, they did say something about him. They said he's running his prison. He's using all the other inmates to try and make phone calls and affect public opinion and bully witnesses.
Yep. Nope. I have that here.
They said he shut down the prison.
Diddy is breaking jail rules to sneak phone calls and influence the jury pool, feds claim. That's crazy. He's been placing secret phone calls.
Hitler in jail?
Intimidating witnesses.
Gonna take over?
He's planning a public relations strategy meant to taint the jury pool in his upcoming trial. This nigga is a villain. He is a super villain. That's crazy.
How can you even do how can you reasonably do that from prison? Like how many inmates he got on this little phone tagline he got lined up trying to influence the jury pool from jail?
That's crazy.
Like this, it feels like a little bit like a reach, but I mean, also a lot of the stuff that he's been accused of has sounded outlandish. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
This nigga is a super villain. Okay, let's see. W for John Jones. Sure, didn't like the whole Trump dance, and then him pointing at Trump afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like Serena Williams was out there playing tennis with him too. I was like, okay, yeah, he won, and then maybe we don't have to pull our hair out about it. But I'm definitely not like bending over as yes, hello, Mr. President type shit. That shit is a little weird.
You know what I mean?
You hand him
he added rhythm. He added rhythm to the Trump dance too. I didn't like that either. I was like, you're making it cooler. It's not supposed to be that cool.
Yeah, can we not? Can we just like do the thing and not worry about the president sitting courtside or ringside?
The white guy will be dunking in slacks and Stacey Adams, looking like the State Farm Jake from State Farm. He wrote Diddy thinks he's Lexi Luthor. I think he meant Lex Luthor, but no, I'm going with it. Diddy thinks he's Lexi Luthor.
He's Lexi Luthor.
Luthor. What, like Kingpin did in Daredevil?
That's what this feels like.
He's
it sounds like some super villain, like cartoonish type Marvel shit. Yeah.
He is a super villain. He's in Arkham Asylum right now, getting together his master plan. Yikes.
Not in Arkham Asylum.
Yes, in Arkham. Anyway, yep, I guess that's it.
Yeah, we're tapering off here anyways. Let's see. Last night's UFC event showed a roster of fighters will jerk Trump off. Basically.
Yes.
But while we're still, got the little straggler still here with us in the chat, we appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. We're here every Sunday doing dubs and nails and doing. What does he get? Little ball fine 100K for saying no homo. Wow, really?
100K is a lot, but
for no homo,
he got it.
Or he should switch to pause because then they can't touch him. Anyways,
or no Diddy.
There you go. That you're safe there. We'll have some reviews up this week. Doing Alex Cross, doing Day of the Jackal. So check us out, and we'll be back here next Sunday, same time.
Facts. Peace.